Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cool Tech channel. In today's video I want to talk about email trace. This is a very helpful feature in Office 365 or Microsoft 365, which is the new name for Office 365. They don't call it Office 365 anymore. So this video is going to be about tracing emails. This is a very handy feature if somebody tells you that they never received your email, or if you never received somebody else's email and they are confirming and telling you that they sent it. One way to verify that, or one way to troubleshoot this issue, is by performing an email trace or a message trace. And again, this is specifically in Microsoft 365. So let me show you real quick how to do this. I'm going to bring up a new window, my favorite browser here, my Chrome, and I'm gonna go to admin.microsoft.com. So that's the URL. It's admin.microsoft.com. So in order to even access this feature, you have to basically log in as an administrator. You have to have those permissions. Basically, if you're not an administrator, then you are not going to be able to perform this trace. And you have to be specifically an Exchange administrator, and I'll show you in a second what that means in this context. So let me log in real quick, and let me do my little 2FA here, two-factor authentication, and I'll show you how to perform this trace. So it's a very cool function. Again, it's a very cool feature. So it helps a lot with troubleshooting. So you are able to verify if the email was sent. You can also be very granular and pick the dates and all that. So once you're in here in the admin center, you want to scroll down a little bit and click on Exchange here. Once you click Exchange, it's going to bring up your Exchange admin center. So here's where all this troubleshooting is going to happen. So you're going to go to mail flow and then message trace. That's where you can perform this message trace, and you want to start a trace. And then here is where you can be very specific and granular with senders, recipients. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep this all. I'm not going to specify any senders. I'm not going to specify any recipients. I'm just going to keep it like that. And I'm going to keep everything else as is. But again, you can customize the dates. You can change the delivery status. But this is all part of specifying what you're looking for. I'm going to keep everything as is, and I'm going to search. So if you do a very generic search like this, you'll get a lot of results. And if you look here at the status, you'll see like some of them are going to be quarantined, some of them are going to be delivered, and some of them are just going to be failed. Some of them are going to be spam. They're going to be labeled as spam. So you'll see different statuses. Now let me do a more specific trace so I can show you some other stuff here. So let's say, for example, you send an email to somebody and they never got it, or somebody sent you an email and you never got it. So you can change the status to like failed, for example. So let's look for failed, and I'm just looking over the last couple of days, which is the default configuration here. I'm going to keep that as is, and I'm going to search. So if I do a failed, for example, you see how now I only have like one result, because now I'm being more specific. So the more specific you are, just like with any other search, it's basically the same concept. When you're searching, the more specific, the more granular you are, the less the results and the more specific your results are going to be. So in the case of failed, over the past 2 days, I just have like one basically failed email, and it's an email that I attempted to send to somebody and I had the wrong email address, and hence it failed. So if I click on this, I can also dig deeper and try to get more information on this. So here's basically more information that Microsoft is providing me regarding this failed email. There's message events, there's more information. So for example, under message events, it tells me exactly what happened. 1/1/2025, 7:21 a.m. was the attempted delivery, or that's when I attempted to basically send this message, submitted, and then failed. So you can also expand and try to get more information. If you want to also like look at message sizes, for example, which is another culprit. Another reason why some of these emails fail sometimes is because the recipient email server has a limitation on the message size, for example. So if you have a very large attachment that you're attempting to send, or receive, for example, if you're receiving a very large attachment from somebody and it fails and they tell you they sent it, like, and they're confirming and they're affirming to you that they sent the message but you never got it, it could be because of message size. So this is very helpful. Like, you can actually check the message size and see. It'll tell you, like, it'll provide you with all the information, and they also send you like a non-delivery report to your email. So this is a very handy feature for you to use if you ever uh, basically receive an email, or if you don't receive an email. That's, I think, where it applies more, like when something is not going through or you're not receiving something. It's very helpful to check this feature basically, and perform a message trace. If this gets delivered to, I'm going to show you one thing real quick, one more thing here real quick. So if I edit the message trace and I actually change the status to, let's say, filtered as spam, for example. If I do a spam, uh, check this out. For example, this was an email that I got from Micro Center. Uh, Microsoft thinks this is spam and labels it as spam. So it also tells you, like, if you were to expand here, it tells you basically where the message was delivered. So it actually was delivered, but it went to my junk email folder. So again, very helpful. Hope you found this video helpful. Until I see you guys or talk to you guys next time, have a good one. Bye now.